welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. Baby, okay, it is time. It is time. It is time. It is time for the recap, child. Okay, Tyler Perry Sistas. Season 6, episode 11. No turning back. Let's just cut to the chase. Let's just cut to the chase, baby. I'm sorry. No way. And no way, Jose. Okay, this cannot be real. First of all, y'all wasted our time for like that first 30 minutes, child. Okay, dragging, doing a whole freaking bunch, all right, of nothing. And then when we get to the daggone end, Karen out here putting up daggone threats, child, talking about she on her way to the job. And then she gets to the damn job, okay? Nobody ain't stopping her from going. Nobody ain't calling the cops. Nobody ain't calling security. Like, we playing games. Y'all playing in my freaking face. Tell me this was a dream, y'all. I know this got to be a dream, okay? Because I know, Karen, it ain't no way, okay? Ain't no way. It ain't no way. You ain't gonna convince me, all right, that she just popped Fatima. This got to be lies. Lies, lies. This is lies. Y'all playing in my freaking face. And it's coming back in October. That's what y'all said? Like, I know we did not just sit here. First you want the money. Now you don't want the money. You want to rip up the check. You want to act a damn fool, girl. Oh, check your email. Oh, it's his baby. Whoo, child. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying to keep it together, y'all. I'm trying to keep it together, y'all. I'm trying to keep it together, y'all. What the hell is this? That's how we doing it? That's how we doing it? And this is okay? When you should have been popping her was when she walked in your house. That's when you would have had the authority to do it, because she came inside your house. And when you go to somebody's house, you never know what you could get. But for you to bring your behind to her job and shoot her, I know this better be a Dallas. It was all a dream, baby. Okay? Or Biggie. It was just a dream. It better be a damn dream, honey. Woosah. Woosah, 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 y'all. Relax, relate, release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's go ahead and get into this episode. Take it from the top. You know how we do. Child, Preston was in here acting a damn fool. He was in here acting a damn fool. Still high. I don't know how he's still high. I don't know what kind of smoke Danny got, but she never needs to give anything to anybody ever again. She need to switch that up, or she needs to keep it to herself, because I ain't never heard such a thing. And he only took one freaking pull. This boy coming out, of course, we pick right back up where we left off, and he out here in some damn cowboy boots with her skirt and shirt on, okay? She is asking him what's wrong with him, and he is like, it's nothing. She like, all right, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, and he looking, and she slaps the mess out of him or whatever, right? And she's like, you know, this isn't funny. I need you to get it together, because I got to go ahead and go to work, or whatever the case may be. He talking about, you know, I had to put on my boots because your shoes didn't fit. So she's just like, okay, all right. First of all, I don't even know how they kept a damn straight face with this scene. Was some parts that was cracking me up, but as usual, we stayed on it way too long. It was like, all right, enough of this. Get to the other things, all right? He talking about cows and planes, and she's like, you got to step out of it. You got to get it together, right? You got to take my uniform off, because I got to go to work and I need to put it on or whatever, right? And he's talking about, your uniform look fine. It fits me and all this and that. So, you know, she's just basically like, take it off. At this point, he's not listening to her whatsoever. She's like, I'm going to need you to snap out of it. You know, he over here telling the damn stove to shush or lock or whatever the case may be. And, you know, he just still looking all spaced out of it or whatever. And then he pick up the phone and he end up calling Zach. I don't know what exactly he was calling Zach about, you know. He told him it's the 8th. And Zach is like, and he's like, what the hell are you talking about? And he was like, the way that it was landing, the stove wasn't supposed to be that way. And Zach is like, what the hell is going on? So of course Danny ends up snatching the phone and asking Zach, can he come over, telling her, I need help. Zach is like, what the hell is wrong with him? And she was like, he's lost it. Okay, he's completely lost it. Could you please come over here? Could you please help me out with this situation? He just keeps asking what the hell is wrong with him. And she was like, listen, I just need you to come over and help me. So of course in the background you got Dan Preston talking about who's coming, what's going on, and all of this. And then finally Zach is like, all right, he'll be on his way over there. Now I did think that part was funny. Once Zach got there and the interaction they was having back and forth, because Zach was like, what the hell, is going on? She's like, just look at him. He like, why the hell he got your damn clothes on? So of course she lets him know that she gave him a little bit of her chi, but he's like, well, why the hell would you do that? And she was like, I don't know, I never seen nobody high like this except for the time when you got high. So of course at this point he like, oh Lord, don't even bring that up. He's like, I could understand, how Preston is feeling. So apparently Zach went through something like this similar when he smoked. So now, he's telling him like, you got to go ahead and get in the bathroom and take it off and, take off her uniform, whatever, right? I need you to get in there, take that off. We're going to make you some coffee, trying to calm your daggone nerves down, get you back to where you need to be. He over here, Preston, talking about some, yeah, well, make it black, okay? Because he was about to take his clothes off out there where they was at, and Zach was like, nah, you got to go in the damn bathroom. Nobody want to see your white ass out here. So he say he want the coffee black and strong. Okay. And Zach is like, what the hell is going on here? Is that what he say to you? Danny kind of chuckling at that part or whatever. So he told him, take that off and put your clothes back on. So in the meantime, he's letting her know, like, I can't stay here. I got 2 other stops I got to do. I got business to take care of. You're going to have to go ahead and handle this. And she's like, no, apparently you're the Preston whisperer. He's listening to you. He have not been listening to me at all. So she was like, please, I need your help. So Zach ends up yelling to him at the bathroom or whatever the case may be. And Preston is basically like, huh, and no, he said, Lord, yes, Lord. So Zach is like, yes, do you have your clothes on? And he was like, I think so or whatever, amen. So he was like, all right, get yourself together, whatever the case may be. And he told Danny, like, nah, for real, don't never say I didn't, never did nothing for you. Because she was like, please, and he was like, I got this. So he told her, but he do have to go ahead and get out of here and take care of his business or whatever the case may be. So he's basically like, you going to have to hold him down the rest of the way and make him some coffee. Now, mind you, Zach is cracking the hell up at this, and I can't blame him. Danny trying her best to keep it together. And so, she like, you see how this, is like, I'm not playing. So when he does come back out, he got his shirt on backwards, and they like, well, it's a little closer. He got his clothes on. So Zach is telling him, you good, bro, but you got your shirt on backwards, because he was like, here's my clothes. So he was like, well, it's comfortable this way. I actually like it like this or whatever. And Danny just keeps saying, I broke him. So, now he's like, all right, well, if you cool like that, go ahead, stay that way, right? And so, he asking him, is he good? And Preston talking about some, yeah, I'm good, my ninja. Zach was like, wait a minute, repeat that. What did you say again? I said, not them having Dan Preston say the N-word, thank God he a little mixed boy. But still, we did not have to do all this extra stuff. So, of course, here goes Zach. What you said? Okay, jumping, and then go Preston jumping. So he's like, look, I ain't got time for all of this. I got to get the hell out of here. And Danny's saying she ain't got time for it either. She was like, I really need your help. I don't know how to handle this. And he was like, nah, he's fine. He was like asking him again, are you good? And then Preston is like, yeah. He was like, see, just get him some coffee and he'll be okay. So then Zach just makes fun of him what he did earlier, like he likes it black and strong, okay? So he was like, all right, I'm out of here. She just was like, this is stupid, you stupid. And she was like, please, Zach, stay. And he's like, nah, I gotta go. He go ahead and give Preston a pound. So he's like, love you, bro. So meanwhile, when Zach is leaving, Preston talking about some, oh, that guy, he loves me. She was like, do you know who that was? He was like, no, who is that? So she was like, yeah, you really are going. So of course, when he's saying he gonna, she's gonna get him some coffee, he's like, well, that's stupid. How the hell is coffee gonna calm me down, right? That don't make no sense. And she's just like, yo, you got a lot of damn nerve. Okay, I gotta go ahead and get ready for work. And so he over here back staring at the daggone stove and all of this different kind of stuff. And when she's going in to go to the bathroom, he talking about some King Kong ain't got nothing on me. And just, I said, Lord of mercy, child. And she was trying to fix his daggone shirt. He talking about it's flying the way, what I'm saying, it is. And I'm really comfortable this way. So she's like, all right, well, you're just going to stay in here. You're not going to go nowhere. You going to rest. You going to relax. I don't think Preston relaxing anytime soon if he ain't already relaxed by now. But okay. So, at this point when she's, she was like, I thought that I could help, but clearly I'm not. And then, she goes to walk, towards the bathroom and start getting her stuff together. And she's like, you just stay here. And he was like, that's all right. That's what I'm going to do. He was like, I got this shit. I got it. She like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to hold it down, bitch. This is me. And she's like, okay. So he's like, of course, saying King Kong ain't got nothing on me. So then, she started laughing at that part, and he's like, remember that movie? She like, yeah, I do. It was a good one. So she go ahead, and he said, when she asked did he hear him, he was like, yeah, I heard, bitch. So she was like, what? She was like, yeah, you better check that damn stove. And when she got in the bathroom, he talking about some bitch, thinking he's saying it under his breath. And she was like, what? Okay, don't mess around and get jacked up. And, basically he wasn't that damn high because he knew not to say the shit again. Now we get over to Sabrina, not even Sabrina, but Calvin and Maurice. Calvin come in, he asking Maurice what's going on. Maurice like nothing. He like, okay, cool. You sure you good? Yeah. But of course he knows him and he comes back out and he's basically like, nah, something is going on. Spill the beans because you just being a little too quiet, too calm over there, whatever. And I see the look on your face. So of course he tells him that he went and confessed. He said it was him. Well, why did you do that? Oh, because I didn't want Sabrina to go down. Boo hoo 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 hoo. So of course he calls up Sabrina and tells her. And she's like, why would he do something like that? I'm on my way there now. So she essentially picks up the phone to call Danny. No, as a matter of fact, I think Danny calls her, whatever, and was saying she not going to make it to Karen's. And Danny was like, I was going to tell you the same thing. And of course, they're both saying like, you wouldn't believe what happened. So Sabrina tells her to go first. And she basically ends up telling her, how Preston is over there bugging out and she gave him the weed and all of that. And she was like, well, this damn fool done went and admitted what, saying that he did the whole thing basically so I could get off. Because, of course, everybody's first reaction is, why would he do that? And then she was like, well, maybe this is a good thing because, you know what I'm saying? He did put himself in this mess or whatever, and maybe that would leave you in the clear. And she was like, yeah, no. Okay, at the end of the day, this should fall on cue. So now she gets over there, and of course, she's telling Maurice, you can't do this. And he's saying it's already done, that he's supposed to go to this morning. So she's like, well, I already called Michael because, of course, he's still talking about he really didn't trust that lawyer. That lawyer wasn't trying to help him. And he like, why don't you call up Mr. African to see if he will, actually help me or whatever, right? And Calvin was like, I thought you didn't want nothing to do with him. And he was like, well, I don't have no choice right now, do I? So Sabrina's like, well, I already called him and he said that you shouldn't have been taking your behind in there saying nothing or whatever the case may be. And, I guess he was supposed to have been meeting them there or whatever, right? And so he's like, well, it's already done. That's Maurice. He just keeps saying that over and over. So she's just like, why are you doing this? And why would you go in there without telling me anything? So he was just basically reiterating that, he don't want her to take the fall for this. He want her to be able to go on with her life or whatever the case may be. She didn't deserve this. She didn't have anything to do with it. and just want her to get back to her life, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, Maurice, okay, I get that, but she was like, you shouldn't be, in this either. And he was like, no, I got you into this, and so I'm gonna have to go ahead and make it right. And of course we're like, no, I'm not gonna let you do this, I'm not gonna let you do this, and we could win and all of this. And so he's like, look, I already talked to the DA. He was like, he's gonna get off, they're not gonna make him do nothing. So this is the only thing that I have left. He was like, I gotta go ahead and get dressed. So her and Calvin are just both like, we're not gonna be able to stop him from doing this, are we? We can't stop him. So they say, that they're just basically gonna go ahead and go in with him, at least to see what the heck is going down and give him support, right? So now we get over here to, Pam and Aaron and out there supposedly doing work. Of course, Pam talking about some, you got me looking crazy out here in this daggone white child. All right, I ain't got time to be doing all this. And Zach comes walking up or whatever the case may be and was saying he just coming, of course, to drop this check off, And so, of course, Aaron and him is making faces, but I was glad we didn't get no back and forth and in and out with them, because ain't nobody got time for that. And, he was like, Aaron was saying to Pam, like, why do I even have you here? And she was like, because I'm the only one that knew everybody numbers to get here, and she had just finished saying that she looked like a little snowman. So when Zach came walking up, he's like, oh, 2 little snowmen here. So she was like, well, what's going on? What bring you here? And he's like, oh, I'm coming to drop, Karen the check off. And if she needs anything else besides this, then let me know, tell her that she could let me know. So she's like, oh, okay, yes. So she was like, wait, you leaving? And he like, yeah, definitely. I got other things to do. But, that's when he was telling her about the part if she need more, she can hit him up. So Pam over here talking about, okay, she was like, well, Dad, you don't want to stay and help us? And he like, nah, I'm good on that. You and Baldy Snowman got it. So when he going to get back in the car, she's just like, oh, I like that car, whatever the case may be. And Zach is like, thanks. So now, he's just like, bye, Pam, or whatever. So he, basically Aaron is like, oh, can you just get back to helping me? And she's like, don't tell me you're jealous. Pam, she always got to add something in. And then he's like, jealous of what? And she was like, oh, Zach coming in here bowling and helping or whatever. And he was like, come on, put these in the dumpster. Like, oh, please. Right. So they go ahead and finish doing that. Right. She talking about some she supervising. So we get to the law office and Andy trying to avoid Gary like the plague, okay? She ended up bumping into him or whatever, and she said she had a meeting she was just finishing, and she got some other work she got to go ahead and do. So he was saying she owed him an apology. I don't know what the hell she was supposed to owe an apology for, but she's like, well, that have to be later because I got some other stuff to get to right now. And she walks away. So basically Hayden is like, you got a lot of nerve to talk or whatever. This damn girl don't even want to be bothered with you. She ain't paying you no damn mind. And he's like, she's not your girl. And Gary talking about something, you're right. She's not my girl. She's my wife, basically, of course, trying to make fun of him because of the whole situation with Tamara. And he keep asking him, do he want him to get somebody to call her? And he's like, nah, I'm good. I don't want nobody to call her. Finally, of course, he admits, like, yes, please do, because he keeps checking his phone to see if she's calling him, which she's not, and he don't want to be, I guess, the first one to call her. So Gary basically was like, he was going to be on it, child. Who gives a damn? Really, seriously, because I don't. So moving on from there, Fatima was in the office with this lawyer. Now, this is supposed to be the lawyer that was actually going to end up helping Zach as far as the whole custody thing go. But you wouldn't know that that's what this was even supposed to be about, because as Zach is first walking up, the guy sitting in the office with Fatima, he talking about, and Zach comes in imitating him like, we just having a funky good in time in here, laughing it up or whatever. And of course they get down to it, and he's like, Fatima told me about you and your case or whatever the case may be. He's like, I'm hearing that you want to go ahead and try to have joint custody or whatever. When Zach was reaching out his hand to shake his hand, he didn't even shake his hand. He busy looking down at the file. So he was like, I see you want to retain custody. And Zach is like, yeah. So he was like, well, that it's hard to get, established custody. And Zach is like, I get that. He was like, and it makes it even harder when you just recently learned about this and got paternity. And Zach is like, yeah, I get that. He said, but I am hearing that it's a really, really bad situation. And the neighbor had called the cops before, but I don't see anything on child welfare or whatever, but I don't see anything on record of that. So he was like, if we could get to speak to her and we could, actually obtain that record, that would definitely help or whatever the case may be. And then Fatima was like, or even if the neighbor testified, and he's like, yeah. Definitely. So he was like, I don't know if y'all could get the information. Man, as usual, Fatima already had the damn information, because Zach was about to be like, I could try to find out anything, or whatever the case may be. And, he was saying no, they didn't have it. And then, of course, Fatima's like, actually, I did. Ann Taylor, 565 apartment 8. So he's like, all right, great, Fatima. Yeah, you always on it. So, of course, Zach is like, yeah, she is always on it. So he leave. And, of course, Zach was just basically imitating his laugh when he was leaving out again. And Fatima was like, stop. He's going to help us. Don't do that. So he was like, he's a creep. Okay, he's a real creep. So, of course, we start to get into this conversation about the fact that Zach wants the full custody. And she's like, I didn't know you was trying to get full custody. I thought you was just trying to get joint. She's like, this is a lot. And he was like, is that going to be a problem? Like, you don't want to do it. You don't agree with it. And she was like, well, I could see why you feel that way, babe, or whatever. But maybe we could just get her some help. And Zach was basically saying she ain't going to get no help. She ain't going to change. I actually agree. I think that might be, kind of going too fast, because she was saying she's not ready for it and she don't think that he is either. But of course, we don't want to take no chances either. And something happens to Michael. So at the end of the day, she was like, all right, I'm all in with you. And he was like, are you sure? Because sometimes you have a habit of saying you're all in, but then later, you feel a different way or whatever the case may be. And then you'll end up blaming it on me and feeling resentment about it. So she's like, well, the only reason why I say that is because, I do be wanting to be in and I want to give you support or whatever the case may be. But this is coming in fast, right? This was not something I was expecting. And usually that's how it goes, where I got it in my mind one way. And then the next thing you know, something else happens and we're in a whole nother position. So you got to kind of bear with me and give me some time. Having a kid full time is a lot. And it is, right? This should definitely is something that has to be a discussion. So she was like, hold on, babe, you're going to have to give me a little bit of time with this or whatever, right? So they say, okay. And she was like, he told her she's really, really good or whatever, what I'm saying, when she's not mad. And she was like, well, shoot, don't make me mad. And he was like, you think I wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I want to make, Fatima mad today? No, I don't be wanting to do that. So at this point, Angie comes in the office because she's trying to hide out from damn Gary. And they basically like, what's going on with you? And she like, oh, nothing. Gary's here, but I don't want to talk about that. And she's like, well, what's going on with y'all? And Zach is like, what the hell is going on? You was there last night. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that either. So they basically, are in this conversation or whatever. And Zach's phone is ringing and she's like, pick up the phone. Like, who the hell is that calling? So he's like, nah, that's okay. I don't need to answer it right now, whatever, because Karen behind has showed up at the shop and all of a sudden, she all smiles and saying hi to Aaron and Pam or whatever. And, Pam lets her know, like, here. And she was like, what's that? And she was like, that's basically a check from Zach. He came and dropped it off. He did what? So now she like calling on the phone or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna give this back to him. And Pam was like, nah, why would you do that, girl? You gonna need this money. I don't need nothing from him. So she's basically calling on the phone. Of course, Fatima sees it. She keeps saying, why you not answering it? She answers the phone, which in all honesty, Fatima really didn't have to do. We could have just kept on ignoring her and she could have left a damn voicemail. But Fatima answers and she's basically like, oh, it's you. And Fatima's like, yeah, it's me. And she was like, well, I'm going to tell you, if you show up at my house again the way that you did, I'm going to shoot your behind. So, of course, Fatima like, girl, come on, bring it. Like, you know where I'm at and you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And like, do it. So, she's basically like, oh, you think I won't? You think I won't? She was like, girl, you be trying to act like you that bitch or whatever, right? or you about it, bring it, street and all of that. But I am the street, so you could try it. So here go Karen, you trifling bitch. And the whole time, Zach is saying, hang up the phone, hang up the phone, hang up the phone. Andy's going, no, 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 no. And she's steadily telling Fatima not to try her, whatever. She was like, you could bring your ass up here. So she tells Fatima she on her way, and Fatima's like, I'll be waiting for you. So she was like, you really don't think I'll do it? And she said, come on and bring your ass up here, Karen, and see what happens. In the meantime, Aaron is telling, Karen to stop. And Zach is telling Fatima to just hang up the phone, just hang up the phone, just hang up the phone. Neither one of them is damn listening or whatever the case may be. I don't understand why Zach didn't just snatch the damn phone out of her hand. He's saying, give me my phone, give me my phone. Karen over here saying, F you, bitch. So then he get on the phone and he like, Karen, she like, yeah, I saw that checkup. He's like, okay. He's like, you really need to calm down or whatever. She's talking about something, you lying to me and you gaslight me. And he was like, no, I wasn't gaslighting you. She was like, come into my salon acting like you care. So he told her, you pregnant and you acting out right now. She's like, no, this is not about no damn baby. This is about you. The whole time Aaron is telling her to calm down. So she keeps saying, you can leave me the hell alone. You ain't gonna have nothing to do with the baby. And he's like, all right, fine. She was like, I'll take care of the child. You don't got to worry about it. He's like, okay. So she's like, that's all you gonna say? That's what you gonna say? That's what you're gonna say? Okay. So he's like, okay, fine. Then she's like, okay, fine. I'll take care of it. F you, F you, F you. And he's just going all right. He's shaking his head and he looking at Andy the whole time. So then she going back to put her on the phone, put her on the phone, put her on the phone. And everybody is saying, Karen, stop. I'll come over there and I'll tear that bitch up and I'll do this and that to that bitch or whatever. So he just keeps saying, I'm getting off the phone. And then she's like, F you, F you. And he like, thank you, have a nice day. And he hangs up the phone. So she's like, shit. And he was like, Karen, she's talking about, don't talk to me, get off of me. So in the meantime, she like, just wait, I'm tired of this bullshit. And she's going to go. Pam is telling her to stop. Aaron is telling her to stop. Pam is saying, Aaron, you just gonna let her go. You're not gonna go after her. Stop her, Aaron. I'm saying at this point, this girl is threatening people's lives. Y'all talking about some, her hormones is bad. So then they still saying, Andy is saying, look, she's not feeling right now. She's going out of her mind. They saying she needs some help. She's pregnant. Andy's saying, I'm going to call her. Her phone starts vibrating. She's actually calling Andy. So she says she going to step out for a minute. Fatima going, no, take it in here. Zach is saying, no, step outside. No, take it in here. Step outside. So we going back and forth with that for a good 5 damn minutes. Andy's like, I'm scared, looking lost, like she don't know what the hell to do. And finally she takes it outside. But Fatima and Zach walk over to the damn door. So now she's on the phone with her, and basically Karen keeps saying, check your email, check your email, check your email, check your email. And she's like, for what? What is going on? Where are you? Like, calm down. She's telling them to show them this email or whatever. And she was like, I'm going to come to you. Where are you, Karen? Tell me what the hell is going on. And she courses back to you, always sticking up for her. You ain't no damn friend. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. She's like, just go show them. And she was like, show them what? And tell me where you are. Okay, I will come to you. She's like, no, don't come to me. So she's like, Karen. She done hung up the phone on her. So basically Fatima walks over now like, yeah, I heard her. She really losing her damn mind. And, Andy's like, yeah, it would appear so. So she's like, and what does she want you to show us? What is it? So, of course, she finally opens up the damn email and Fatima's looking at it and she goes, the baby is yours. So I guess the damn doctor supposedly sent over the freaking email results and they saying it's Zach's. And then she tells Zach that and he's like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Yeah. Okay. So we moving on along from there, whatever the case may be, because Andy was trying to say, let me check it first. And then Fatima was like, nope, it's too late. So she had already saw, the baby is yours. Okay. And then we get the dramatic damn music. So moving on from there, whatever the case may be, Maurice turns his damn self in, child. Okay. He had made some drinks before they left the house. Nobody really gives a damn at this point. I'm sorry. You just don't. Was making jokes, talking about he was walking the damn Green Mile. Sabrina and Calvin was still trying to talk to him or whatever. And, The cop goes to grab his arm and he talking about some, no, I'm detaining myself, and holding on to his hand as he go ahead and walk him out or whatever, right? And so, bye Maurice. I guess he gonna go to damn jail for Sabrina until this all gets sorted out. So now, we get back to the freaking office, and here come Karen walking up. Hey, how you doing? Walking on over. So Andy ends up running up to her like, girl, what are you doing here? And she's like, I'm here for a reason. She's like, okay, I hear you saying that, but what is the reason? What are you doing? Come on, let's go on over here to my office and talk for a minute, or whatever the case may be. And then you see Fatima walk up, and Andy's on Karen talking about some this. Pat, pat. I said, bitch, I know you freaking lying. And Andy runs over to her like, no. And Karen was just like rolling her eyes. And I'm waiting for the part where she pop up like it's a dream. No, we go to the damn commercial and they talking about some sisters will be back October 8th. I said, bitch. Did Karen really just walk in there and just shoot her? We ain't think about no security. We ain't think about no calling no police. Nobody thought about coming behind her. Aaron any other time is Mr. Stalker that show up every damn where when he not invited. But this is the one time that he actually listens, and what, he just stayed there picking through the stuff at the damn salon? That's what y'all trying to tell me? I don't even have nothing else to say, y'all. We'll be back in October, I guess. Baby, if Karen shot Fatima, all right, y'all. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode, what you rated it, what you think about this first half of this daggone season, child. What the heck? What do y'all think gonna happen? What y'all think was this a dream or was this reality? Okay. Break it down for me. Make it make sense for me, y'all. Make it make sense for me. Why Karen took her behind over there to that damn office. Okay? I need y'all to do that for me, if you would please, please, please. Okay? But let's discuss anything that I left out, child. Because honestly, I didn't give a damn about the rest of the episode. I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. I really didn't. But, if there's things that y'all want to discuss, put it in the comments. We will discuss it down there. Okay, give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined, child. Whew, Father God. Till next time, y'all. I listen. Tyler Perry, you better not play around with me, okay? This better not be real. Fatima better not be shot. That's it, y'all.